Good morning. It is Monday and things are already not going to plan. I wanted to take you along for my work week this week because every day this week, other than today, I have got stuff going on out in central London, which is unusual for me. Normally I'm just sat here at my kitchen table for 4 days a week, but not this week, so thought it would be fun. However, what is not fun is sitting down ready to work on a Monday morning after a long weekend away in Edinburgh and getting back at 11 p.m. last night with a toddler, and then the thing that I need to do this morning not being able to do it. I'm currently working on some changes to the tiers on my Patreon, but it's not currently letting me edit the tiers because payments are being processed, but payments have been being processed for 9 days now, and every day I'm like, can I change them? Can I change them? Can I change them? No, it's fine. But what this does mean is that my newsletter, which was meant to go out last week, and I was like, let's just postpone it because I was gonna mention the Patreon changes in that, and then I was obviously away. So I was like, we can do it all today. Still can't do it today. But I really want to get this newsletter out like a week late. Would be great. So I need to rewrite a new thing in that section of the newsletter, re-record the audio version of the newsletter so that we have the new bit, and do all of that before a client call that I've got in an hour, whilst also catching up on all of the emails that came in at the end of last week because I don't work Fridays or Monday morning bits. My brain was not prepared for this. I'm like, I really feel like I wanted just to ease in, especially with like getting back so late last night, and it's like, no, you can't do the things that you wanted to do, and now I'm like, the schedule has been thrown off and I'm having a panic. It's fine. Let's have some water and get to work. Also, I may have got myself a new laptop. She's back on the max, baby. The other thing that I want to do is get a magic keyboard and mouse situation because I've tried using my other keyboard with it. Brain is not braining for it, and also the connection of it is really, really slow. So no, like, I can do this. Project developments. We've created a community TBR over on Patreon. It's no surprise that many folks in the common room love reading, and so I thought it would be fun to co-create a TBR to be read. Okay, the newsletter is sorted. I have got 2 client calls today and I need to send off invoices. I've got the bed sheets on for a wash that's going to be done in 14 minutes, it says, but it always lies. My first call is in 16 minutes. Will I be able to hang up those sheets before the call? The stakes are so high. The tension, the dramatic storytelling. Right, I need to send off these invoices and get myself ready for this first call. Absolute madness here. My neighbour knocked on as soon as that call was finished because she clicked on a suspicious link and the whole thing was but it's fine, that's all sorted, but I am starving and I need to finish this email. I'm gonna have to go out and get food. Like, we've got nothing in the flat because we've been away at the weekend and I haven't had a chance to go to the shops. We have a chicken shop just around the corner. I'm like, please be open, it's a Monday, will it be open? Right, I need to finish this email and then I need to eat because I've got another call with another client at 1. I remembered we had some frozen portions of food from last week's cooking, so that's doing that. I need to hang up these bed sheets. I need to share that the newsletter has gone out on social media and hopefully rest and eat for 10 minutes before this next call. Just finished my second client call of the day, and this video is not sponsored by HelloFresh, but our box did just arrive. I'm expecting actually 2 more deliveries today, and I'm very glad that none of them came during the calls. So, mattress is arriving, new mattress is arriving. Hopefully it's also not going to be when I'm out picking up Rowan, but we'll see. But I am going to put this food away, and then I've got some editing to do before I have another call. There's not a client call, something else. But yeah, today is a big inside day of calls. And then the rest of the week, we're gonna be out and about and it's gonna be fun. pick up Rowan. Good morning. I can still say that because it is 11:58. This morning I went to the Snap offices, Snapchat, for this Parenting in a Digital Age event. There was a panel, there was Giovanna Fletcher on it and some experts, and there was breakfast. I hadn't eaten, as I've mentioned. We don't have any food in the house. We need to sort that out at some point. Today, I was blessed by a corporate breakfast and it was good. It was interesting being there because this is one of those like industry events that I'm not used to, but maybe this will become like more of the kinds of events that I will go to. There was lots of different kinds of people there. I met someone who was the like social media reporter at the Financial Times. There was people from like Childline there. Met someone who's the editor for Net Mums. Not my usual crowd, but happy to be there. I don't know how much I learned though, because it was primarily focused on teenagers, because obviously all of the apps have a like, you have to be like 13 to use, but we know. And my child is a mere 2 years old. So 'tis very much in my future, and who knows what the social media, internet, phone use, all of that landscape will look like in 10 years time. Who knows? But honestly, I found it interesting just to learn about Snapchat because I haven't used Snapchat since Instagram released stories. There was a time when I was like posting on Snapchat and Instagram stories at the same time, but just like the same thing, and I just couldn't be bothered just like double posting content. She says as she's like double posts like TikTok and Reels content now. Let's forget about that. But I genuinely just had no idea what was going on in the Snapchat, so that's kind of interesting. Didn't tempt me to use it. It seems very much for teenagers, and I don't make content for teenagers, but there we go. Snapchat is still very popular, just not in my demographic. Who knew? But back home now, and Tuesday mornings is normally the time that I dedicate to filming if there's any filming that I do need to do. But of course I was at this event this morning, so we're filming Tuesday afternoon. And luckily it is an overcast day, because the reason I film in the mornings is if I'm filming in this room, as soon as it gets to the afternoon, the sun just like starts blaring into this room because it is west facing. And then that just like messes up the lighting of the video because the sun's like coming in and out and like I can't see. But we're overcast and it might rain, so we should be good. We should be fine. But I've got my homestretch goals video to film. It is that time of year, folks. Jesus Christ. So we've got homestretch goals video to film, which I'll set up on the sofa. But then I also have a few other little bits to film because a thing arrived for another video. I need to open it, and then for a reading vlog that I filmed recently, and Bethan has already done the first edit of it, but I saw the movie of one of the books that I read in that video at the weekend. So I want to film a little like update clip of what I thought of the movie to send to her to add into that video. And then also I've got to film an ad for this vlog that you're seeing here too. Yes, this video is sponsored. So I'm feeling very full on my Snapchat brunch and just ready to get cracking and doing lots of filming. Starting with this. Further in under my makeshift standing desk and maybe figure out a different place to plug it in, because I was definitely kind of like hitting my feet on here a bit, but it works. Next we need to figure out if it fits under the sofa, but I did measure up before buying it. Okay, one thing down, already a bit sweaty, but me trying a treadmill desk situation in my home where I technically don't have a standing desk anymore. It's gonna be a video that's coming out sometime in the future. Okay, treadmill desk bit filmed. film review filmed and is currently uploading so that Bethan can download it. 10 minutes left. And whilst I set up all of my equipment for filming the homestretch goals video, I want to tell you a bit about this video's sponsor, Squarespace. So I host my website on Squarespace, and I've also used it to host all of the different various websites that I've had over the years for different projects that I have done. And actually one of my homestretch goals is to finally update it and have a page that is dedicated to my new consulting and coaching work that I do, so watch this space. But whether you are just starting out in the freelance world or you're a small business owner, Squarespace makes it super easy to create beautiful websites, engage your audience, and sell anything from courses to physical and digital products to even your time, all in one place and all on your terms. They have tons of gorgeous website templates to pick from and that you can customize with your own branding and content. And if you are starting completely from scratch, they have Squarespace Blueprint, which is an interactive website design experience. It holds your hand through the whole process of all the different steps that you have to go through, from absolutely nothing to a beautiful website that you can publish and share with people and share your work. Squarespace Blueprint also has optimized SEO tools to help you stand out more and get discovered in people's searches. With Squarespace, you also have the ability to have an online store. So whether you sell physical or digital products or services, the entire front and back end is all sorted for you and all in one place. Squarespace has flexible payment options, creating a seamless experience for your customers, and they now accept credit cards, PayPal, and Apple Pay, and in eligible countries, you can do a buy now, pay later payment plan. So if you want to get started designing your own website on Squarespace, then you can head to squarespace.com to start your free trial, and then when you are all done creating it and ready to publish it and launch it into the world, you can go to squarespace.com/morehannah to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Right, now I've got another video to film. I've finished filming, and obviously I absolutely jinxed it with the weather, because for the first half of filming that video, the sun's just fucking with me, and I had to adjust loads of settings on the camera to control it a bit. But the second half of the video is a bit better. We're still overcast now, but my god, a lot of that video is going to be very bright, especially because I was wearing a fucking white t-shirt. Anyway, I'm now very sweaty from filming that, and I'm gonna open Windows and put the fan on and upload that footage and then check what the time is, because I honestly don't know what time it is, and see what else we've got to do today. Because I actually got back from that Snapchat event earlier than I expected, so all I was going to do this afternoon was all my filming, which I've now technically done, and it's not even 2:30, which means I've got an hour and a half left, and there are some things that I could get done to get ahead, which would be handy. Right, but let's pack all of this down first. Exhausted myself out from just filming a million things. My brain just then went into full shutdown mode, and I've had a bit of a sit down and a rest. I'm also hungry, but again, we don't have any food. But we do have some olives. I think we're gonna have some olives, and actually it's a good job I've got some extra time now, because Bethan has got me some second edits of a couple of videos, so I can have a look at those and do reviews, and that'll be good to get ahead of those. And can you tell that my energy levels have depleted? morning. Once again, didn't have time to eat breakfast before taking Rowan to his childminders. That seems to be a running theme this week. But that background noise is the dishwasher. It is very loud. But remember on Monday morning, the task that I wanted to do of changing up my Patreon and not being able to, well, I can now make those changes. So I've got a bit of time this morning to do that. Everything is ready just to like pop into Patreon, and then I'm going out. Today is a co-working lunch day with my friend Frankie Cookney. We have both been on very similar career journeys recently. She had her second child like a few weeks after Rowan. She's a sex writer journalist, although no more. And we both kind of went through similar career crises after having our kids. I know her through the like sex writing, sex ed world, but she has also recently felt done with writing about sex. And so she's kind of turned into more of a culture writer, and also she's podcasting. She's got a new podcast coming out soon. So we've got lots to catch up on work-wise, and then also we're just gonna have lunch and get our laptops out and just work together, because that's nice, because you know it can be lonely being a freelancer. So I've got a bit of work to do now, and then we'll head out. There is a lot of copyrighted music happening in the background here, but we have made it, and I am working here a bit by myself before Frankie gets here for lunch and co-working, because I've got my video premiere. It is literally starting now. Countdown. Normally when my video premieres go out, I'm like eating lunch and checking the chat and stuff, but because I'm having lunch a bit later today, also what I do is just like maybe get other bits of work done whilst coming back in and checking the chat and seeing what's going on. My main task this afternoon is to do all of my pre-coaching course next week tasks. So there's a questionnaire I need to fill out, which I've already started, and it's all like your coaching experience up until now, your current understanding of coaching, and I'm like I feel like, I don't know, a little kid getting excited about like back to school. I'm like the music, I swear, just got louder. And then I've got some pre-course reading to do. How many pages is the reading? Let's see, it's big old PDF. Ooh, 21-page PDF. Oh God, I hope it's a big font. Jesus Christ. She says, as she was previously excited about going back to school. Here we are. Anyway, video premiere time, let's do it. Once again, blending into my home. So I've just got a couple of bits of computer work to get done, but then again, we're heading into town this afternoon. Today there is an event for the DCA, which is the Digital Creators Association, and I am a member, and what I think it is one of the many attempts that there have been to, in some sort of way, organise and unionize creators in the creator industry. I'm genuinely always fascinated by anybody who sets up an organization like this. So I'm like, I'm in, sign me up. How do I get involved? I want to see if we can make this work. So what even is today? Let's see if I can find any more information. So I honestly have no idea what the event is going to be. It's just a DCA members event. So there'll be other creators there. I've invited a couple along myself as well. And one of them I'm meeting up with for a bite to eat beforehand as well. But we'll see who's there. There'll be other creators, but then also social platforms, managers, agents, like brand marketing people, maybe. So we'll see. We'll see what is going on. But until then, I've got some work to do because basically as soon as that event is over, I've got to go straight to go picking up Rowan. And then next week is my coaching course. So I need to kind of like, you know, get myself to inbox zero because I love doing that, have everything under control and then set my out of office on. So then I just like don't have to worry about feeling guilty about not replying to people's emails. That's how I do it. On our way now to the DCA event. I've got myself an iced chocolate from Gales.
Even though it's cold and raining.
It's not quite raining yet. It's the end of summer, just. I press the button and it doesn't register, but it's just slow to catch up. Yeah. And then I press it again and it stops recording. Here we are. Hi. I just got home from that DCA event, which was great. I just always love it when somebody else organises for creators to all be in a room together. It was really great. It was really cool to see lots of people, and also the venue that it was at was new to me, and they're like creator space. They say they're in pilot mode, but it sounds like what they're trying to do is kind of fill the gap of what happened when all of the YouTube spaces closed permanently during the pandemic and the lockdowns. And what the DCA and this space are all about just generally is like creating support and infrastructure for creators, because there just really isn't that much. And a lot of the time we say like, oh, the creator economy and the creator industry is like the Wild West, and like you start as a creator and you know you're navigating this industry and you feel a bit lost and confused and isolated, and because it's just all over the place, and it's not a good enough excuse that it's like new for it to be that difficult for new creators and older creators to like figure out what the fuck it is that they're doing and get the support that they need. So it was cool to be in a room and talking with people about all of that stuff, because I feel like with the consulting and the mentoring and the now hopefully future coaching work that I'm going to be doing with creators, it's just all very aligned. Things are coming together, like putting it out there, manifesting, dream job situation. Imagine if this pilot space like actually took off and it was like place where lots of creators came and worked from, and there were events and whatever it is. And then part of the access that you get to this space, you also get access to somebody like me who can offer like one-on-one coaching to the creators who visit and attend and things like that. Like an in-house masseuse, but an in-house coach. That would be pretty sick. But I got some emails and now I shall be talking to some people. But this feels like a nice place to end this weekly vlog, because I've got to go and pick up Rowan from his childminders in like 10 minutes. And then also next week is my coaching training that I'm doing. So it all feels like I'm getting myself prepared and ready for that. I did have to excuse myself a bit from the event because I had 2 calls with clients where I was just for 10 minutes had to like get their feedback on the sessions that we'd had together in order to like write up some notes ahead of the training next week. Asking for feedback is always horrendous, but very useful, and they were very lovely about it. So I did that, and now all that's left for me to do this week is get all of this footage onto my laptop and in the drive, check if there's any emails that I need to quickly reply to, put my out of office on, then go pick up my child. Thank you for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. I do quite like doing these like behind the scenes worky things. If you do want to see something about the coaching training that I'm doing next week, then let me know. I don't think I'm going to be wanting to like take my vlog camera. Hi everybody, nice to meet you. Do you mind if I vlog? No, that's not the vibe. We're not doing that. But I hope you're all doing well, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.